Hello all, Havoc here. Alright, so as you can see, I've been busy. There's a hole dug. I was there because the lighting glitch works from there. So I got the first push going. It is making its way. So it's crazy laggy because there are a ton, I mean a ton of enemy contacts just chilling out there. The game is actually choked to where stuff just isn't moving. So yeah, the game has literally locked up everything except for what I'm doing. See, look at these guys sitting over here. They're just chilling. There's more. Yeah, I thought that took to do. Yeah, there's these guys are supposed to be fighting right now. Oh no, they're not. They're 5 clicks apart. But yeah, everything's just locked. Nothing's moving. So I took advantage of it, and I actually went AFK for about an hour and a half. So a lot of the lag now is from that. So I'm going to turn these off for a minute. Oh, down here is just horrible. The lighting don't help either. So I'm going to turn the show area off. That's going to help tremendously. Oh, no, there's a little bit of lag still. But yeah, what's going to help, it's not going to make it perfect. Now let's talk about the bucket in the room. Yeah, just kind of punched out a couple. Wish, or Death Wish over in Discord, helped out with kind of automating this a little bit. It's still a little clunky for me. He showed me his version of it, and his was really smooth. But basically got a sensor here. I moved it from down here per his recommendation, and it did make it a lot better. So it was triggering on this back connector is where I had it triggering, and that back connector was getting built before this connector, so it wasn't as seamless. So it is on, right? Let's go ahead and come up here, add a block. This is going to help my lag issues. And so it should, once it gets to that point, automatically trigger. Let's see if I can help it. So this should automatically trigger and turn green. Bam! Just like that. So that's it. That's super cool. So I don't have to be around for it. It automatically detects and then turns it on. And then once I cut this away and leave, it will switch back. So really extremely helpful. So I appreciate it. And where's that guy 1.2 clicks at? There's so much stuff on my HUD. That's why I haven't done the server cleanup, is because they're leaving me alone. So they're leaving me alone right now, so I'm taking advantage. There's comments about I need more weapons spaced out. They're coming. As soon as this next push happens, it finishes, I'm going to bore a hole straight up through to the surface. And wherever that hole comes up at, there's going to be a turret on the end of it. And then basically they'll come up between the... I'll put a couple of these out there basically around it, so they shoot at this, not the turret kind of thing. And bigger guns are coming as well. I'll be getting artillery rounds and possibly building some rail cannons. Not sure yet if that's what I want to do, but I will be making some guns pretty quick. I got time right now because the game won't spawn anymore. It's literally at its peak, right? So it's only allowed to spawn so much shenanigans at once. I say it was about 4 or 5 episodes ago, we came under attack, and there's a big gaping hole that needs to get fixed, like lickety-split. And I couldn't figure out, I was like, I know they hit something, right? So for those of you who watch on a consistent basis, probably can remember when this episode was. But I was like, you know, I think they hit something, but I couldn't figure out what it was. I was looking and looking, and I just couldn't find it, right? Well, while I was streaming on Discord today, I found it. They hit my O2 H2 generators. So I'd been building these guys, right? Putting their tanks on stockpile, and they were getting refilled. And I got like the 3rd one. So I got to this one right here, and it stopped working. I put it on stockpile and nothing happened. I was like, that's just odd. And odd it was, because we have gobs of ice because of all the gravel we're sifting. That's not heavy. Sweet. So yeah, it just didn't make any sense. So I turn around and come on. Nope. Okay. So yeah, I turned around and was able to get the O2 H2 generators up and running. They're on yield mods. They're down below now. They're not permanently positioned, but until this first cut gets done, nothing is in permanent position. So let's get in here real quick. Also, I was missing a refinery, so I threw that back in the mix because all of these yield modules were here just sitting there not doing anything, so figured why not. So we have a ton of refineries now. We have a ton. Why do you not build? Oh, there's nothing there. Yeah, there's nothing there. Saying I'm a lot, my bad. So pushing forward, just trying to it's funny, I'm doing all this and I'm getting ready to tear this all apart. So, but I don't want the stray missile dropping down inside there. Sorry, the stray rocket dropping down in there and making a mess of things. Okay. We have all the resources now, so the staggered pattern was an attempt to try to conserve on resources. But now that we're here and we have such a high quantity of resources, I'm just not going to fret and just make my life harder to clean all this up later. Alright. Okay, let's go down here and take a look. Oh, it's coming well. Coming along swimmingly. I want to get another layer above this. So I think what I'm going to do is words. I'm going to use blast door blocks because they have a really high hit point ratio and they don't deform. So they're really high steel count, but that's okay. So yeah, see, we're definitely getting up there in resources as far as supplies go. And also getting up there in ore count. So let's get that going. Hold on. Nobody's stuck on. Yeah, you are. Yeah, see this? That doesn't help. Actually, it does help because it consumes resources. Well, I had some of these on cooperative mode, and yeah, it got a little clumsy. Oh, you're on repeated. Repeated. And 7. Lighten this up. Wait, can I just... Oh. Any mod authors out there want to make a clear queue button right there? Production queue would have been nice, but I would have liked to... Boom, boom. Yeah, I see. Come on. Okay. Oh my goodness. I don't think any of these are set, so... No? Okay. I'm liking this. Alright. What did you just... What did you just do? I just took away all you thought you were doing. Fine. Some of these are on cooperative mode, and some of these have the quality of life hooked up. So, some of them are just going to build. I'm not going to be able to get them to stop building just on the whim like that. That's okay. I'm okay with that. Right. So, I'm going to get the B60 moved. Stop by the med bay. Oh, we're closer to the base. In fact, I might want to just put a cover over it. That'd be kind of nice. Have a little awning. I don't know how helpful that's actually going to be, but why aren't you guys being welded on? I know there's plenty of steel plates. Oh, come on. No steel plates on board here, though. Which means I don't have a bob covering this area over there. That, my friends, is a problem. Okay. I swore I was going to fix that this weekend. Obviously, I didn't get to it. I would love to not have to do this anymore. This would be awesome. I didn't do push item. Where is it? Where is it? Push components. There we go. Hold on. Again with the random naming. As long as they're all the same, right? Boom. All of you guys are now on. Okay. Wait, I want those both to on. And there we go. So those should all be working, and hopefully welding. Yes, back to work. Fabuloso. That Parallax ship over there just chilling, just massive. So I got the comments from last episode, or episode before last, about the Binoc mod. The inventory's full mod is installed and running. Check the mod list below if you're curious what mods I'm running. Alright, so the Binox is going to come, and so I would really like to be able to zoom in. So I like the idea of using binoculars with a space helmet, but yeah, it needs to happen. Let's go check downstairs, take a look. Take a gander. Oh yeah. That'll get removed later. I'm just not stressing on it right now. That is not a big concern. Just getting these bigger cuts done is. So once this first cut gets done, all the stuff gets moved, and then it's just expanding from that point. So put storage one direction, power another direction, drone manufacturing another direction, stuff like that. So my goal is to cover this wall and then cut this all away. So the core of it becomes a launch tube, basically. And I plan on printing a couple big ships, maybe a few battle barges. So I would like to get some larger ships in the fleet and get them patrolling the outer perimeter. So maybe figure out a way, if they get attacked, to come back home. Stuff like that. So we're going to wrap up today's episode. We're going to keep it a little on the short side because I'm just waiting on drilling. Oh, actually, hold on. Before we end, I'll show you what we've been doing for expansion. So the refineries are keeping up. Storage was not. So we have a ton more storage. They've been anchored here and here because where I did anchor them before, I ended up undercutting and didn't work. So we're up to this many containers. We were on the last one last I looked. So this bad boy's full. Full. And approaching full. See 11k ice. I said we're crazy full up on ice. So this is the last container. It is nearly full. Here's my O2 H2 generators. They've got full yield mods on them, and they're stacked with ice as well. So we're good on ice. Let's get some more containers up though. I'm not using the ore ones because they're too specialized. I'd rather use one that can hold anything, and it holds the same amount. So did that go in the right spot? No, it did not. What? Inventory mod is on. Why did you speak? Alright, so that was weird. Why can't I? Oh, those blocks are there. Okay, so we'll come over here. There we go. Gets us a couple more containers. Really, I'm approaching the point of borderline creative mode. That phrase coming from the fact that I almost have unlimited resources, so there's not much difference at this point between harvesting resources and just having them, or just being in creative mode for that at that point. So yeah, but we're making progress nonetheless. The base is coming along. I'm really looking forward to being able to move all of this downstairs and actually opening this up. I want to look like a giant missile silo kind of thing. So again, thanks for being here. Appreciate all the support. Keep the comments flowing. If you haven't yet, subscribe. I do daily content, so you guys can enjoy it. This is Havoc. Have fun, and keep gaming.